Good morning. What's happening? Hey. What do you say?
Hey now.
Yeah, we love it here on a Monday.
Hey now.
There's nothing like getting up early on a Monday.
Yeah, a little calisthenics.
How was your weekend, Artie?
It's good. I went over to the office on Friday night.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I didn't know what you meant for a second. Stupid me. What was doing at Scores? How'd you end up there?
You know, I had to meet a friend of mine at a club around 10, and I was with a buddy of mine that I grew up with, and we went over before we went to the club. From like 9 to 10 we went.
Yeah.
And it was...
a little visit to the office.
Yeah, a little office work.
Yeah.
And Lonnie took care of us. It was great. Very relaxing.
So it was you and two guys?
Me and my one friend, Mike. And then we met some other people at this club later.
What about your chick? She didn't care?
Dana wasn't around Friday night. She had stuff to do with her friends, so...
Hey now. Boys' night out?
Figured out, go to the office.
There you go.
I love that. I was telling my buddy we're going to the office.
Yeah. It's tacky to say Scores. You say you're going to the office.
Right.
Thinking of changing the name of Scores to The Office. Go to the office.
Some orange mother effers.
Oh, did you? Were you hung over like a mad dog?
Saturday was rough, yeah. Because I ended up eating.
Yeah. Any of those mixed drinks with lots of sugar in them?
Yeah.
Instant hangover, dude.
They ruin you.
They ruin you.
Completely dehydrated the next day and... Ugh.
Horrible.
It's fun while you're doing it, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's good.
So that was cool.
Yeah, I had a busy little weekend.
Did you?
Yeah. I was busy. I'm debating whether I should talk about it now or wait till after the commercial.
Really?
You know. Let me see. Let me do some calculating. You know, the show is very calculated. I have it all plotted out in my head. All right, I'll take a break here, and then I'll tell you all about what I did. And some other interesting things that are going on here around the radio station. Ralph got me on that kick.
Really?
Makes no sense whatsoever.
What's about the edges?
Hey, how in the hell do you do
He's
that?
on the no-carb thing, so I don't need any carbs, either.
But there's carbs in the edges as well.
So he says, if you're going to eat a piece of bread, just eat the edges because it's more nutritious and harder to digest. I go, it's still the same bread. It's just the edge of the bread.
Right. It's bread.
He goes, no, it's a whole... And you know what? I do it. And it makes no sense to me. I've argued with him about it 100 times. I go, what's the difference if
but
you eat...
But you keep doing it.
I do. I do it.
Well, what's wrong with you?
I don't know.
Sometimes it's mental eating, like...
I'll tell you what it does for me. It makes me eat less bread because all I eat is the edge and then I throw away the rest of the bread. So at least that works.
How many edges do you eat, though?
2.
And you don't think you could stop with half a piece of bread?
No. The edge is more filling and more nutritious, Robin.
Dude, I know I'm the worst person to be saying this, but at 5:50 in the morning, it's okay to have a piece of bread. Don't you think? We get the
Artie, that's where you get into trouble.
I mean, but come on.
Because that's for you every hour of the day. It's all right.
All right, well.
I haven't gone to the gym for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I put on 10 pounds.
You're kidding me.
Swear to God.
You don't look it.
Yeah, well, believe me. Clothes hide a lot.
How come you didn't go for 2 weeks?
I'm
Cold.
sick.
He's got a
cold.
cold.
You got the cold, yeah.
Artie's so unaware about it.
Yeah, he's like,
No.
What?
I mean, you know, it doesn't seem to affect you that much on the radio. You're cold, so it seems like you go to the gym.
No, when you're sick, you can't go to the gym. He's
Thank you, Artie. Thank you for that insight.
I'm telling you.
It doesn't affect you so much on the radio, so you go to the gym. I was sick as a dog. I was in here hocking up during the commercials and everything. You remember?
Way to be involved.
Yeah, I remember, and I feel for you, but, I mean, I see no reason you
go
can't
to the gym.
jog a little bit.
Go out and wear yourself out.
In 0-degree temperature.
Go on the elliptical.
Anyway, good morning, everybody. So, there's plenty to get to, and I know there's a lot of people on the phones, and I'll get to that in a second. But so, Friday night, I was invited to go to Marco Battaglia, the football player, Pittsburgh now, go to his surprise birthday party, which I RSVP'd and said I would go, but then I realized I had my daughter Friday night, so I couldn't go. I missed out on that. I didn't get to go to Marco's big surprise birthday party in Brooklyn.
Wow. You didn't get a chance to go to Brooklyn?
No, I was devastated. But Ronnie told me he heard Lorraine Bracco was there.
Yeah.
because she was dating one of the young football players.
She is.
That's what he
A
said.
Mrs. Robinson kind of thing going.
Little Mrs. Robinson action.
She's got herself a young stud.
Mm-hmm. No, so I didn't go. I had the kids on Friday night. And then Saturday...
You forgot you had the kids when you were RSVP?
No, we have schedules that change regularly because it depends on a lot of things. Who has the kids the previous weekend? Sometimes that has to be changed. It's a whole thing. So anyway, didn't get to go to that, but Saturday night, I went to Ross Zapin's birthday party at Nobu, because that's Ross's favorite restaurant.
That was no surprise. Ross knew about it.
His girlfriend called everyone up, and called me up, and said, why don't you and Beth come to this birthday party where you'll have dinner? I said, great, I'd love to. And I even got Ross a nice birthday gift. And who's sitting at the table? Baba Booey, with his beautiful wife, Mary.
We don't call him, but Ross does.
I was curious to see who would be at Ross Zapin's birthday party. Sitting there was Oedipus from WBCN, the program director, who was a great guy.
All the program directors paying homage to the great Ross?
No, in fact, Kingston was invited. Kingston's a rude guy, I decided.
What did he do?
He just did, because Ross is a record company guy, Kingston has some power over him because Kingston adds, the records to the radio station playlist. So he tells Ross he's coming to the birthday party, and then he never shows up. That's kind of bogus. You call up and say, look, I'm not coming.
Yeah.
I got to say, Steve takes advantage of that whole thing and plays it like little Napoleon. He's got to get over that little man complex.
It was weird because it really was a tight room, and the tables are the seats are tough to get. You know what I mean?
But it just makes Ross feel bad when he invites someone, especially someone who's important to him like Steve. And the only reason he's inviting Steve because Steve will yell at Ross that he wasn't invited and hold it against him, and then he invites him, and then it's like
he could have had somebody he really wanted at the party.
Yeah, it wasn't like everyone wanted Steve there.
But Steve takes up the seats and then doesn't show.
Yeah, because he's so important that he might have something more important to do.
Right.
Now, you realize that we were at Ross's East Coast birthday party.
Yeah, I know. He had a West Coast party.
He had a West Coast Thursday party a few nights before with, Linda Lopez and Booker and Richie.
Well, Ross is a big guy. Big guy in the entertainment industry.
Well, he has to celebrate on both coasts. You'd feel left out.
So it was Baba Booey. Beth and I sat next to Baba Booey and his wife, and Ralph was there, who I knew, and Oedipus. Who else was there?
Ross's friend Yogi.
Yeah, and then a slew of Ross's buddies.
How many people?
15, 16.
16? I'd say about 20.
No, I think it was supposed to be 18 with Kingston, so I think it was 16
people. It was 16 people at the table. And about more than half I didn't even know. And I couldn't really talk to them. They were all the way at another table, like all the way at the end of the table.
Right, that was one of those long tables.
Yeah, it was a round table connected to a square table, and everyone at the square table I didn't even get to talk to.
But everybody an important player in the industry, I found out. Like the girl next to me was an editor at Vogue. The girl across from me had produced the 10 hours on VH1 of the 80s.
Most of the guys there were in the record company business.
Oh, I see.
Did you know the guy at the far end of the table is nominated for a Grammy? That I Am Sam album that we played?
Yeah, I didn't know that, but I know that all of them are business connections to Ross, which plays into this story. I'm leading towards something that Baba Booey knows about.
Okay.
We both walked in this morning and looked at each other and said the same thing.
All right.
So, Ross, there's tons of drinking going on. I didn't drink because I was still getting over this cold, and I wasn't going to drink. And lots of alcohol being served. Yeah. And then, Ross laid out, he ordered every great thing on the Nobu menu.
Yeah.
In threes.
Everything.
And I actually felt bad because at the end of every course, there was so much food left over, you could have fed Korea.
Oh.
Korea itself could have been fed.
And I understand they need that.
Yeah, they do. If you saw 60 Minutes last night.
Yeah, they really need it.
A fun place.
Yeah, well, part of them can have it.
Yeah, they should have a nuclear program. That's what I think they need.
Yeah. So we're there, and, excuse me. I'm sorry.
Goodness. No, Artie says you should have run last night.
Yeah, that's what I should do.
You run through a cold.
There you go. Korea needs a Nobu, is my point.
Yeah.
So anyway...
they couldn't afford it.
No. So anyway, I was over my cold until I had to wake up this morning. Don't ask. So, anyway, so we're there, we're eating, doing our thing. End of the night comes. The bill's sitting on the table.
It's just sitting there?
Well, the bill comes.
All right.
Now, I'm assuming when I'm invited to a birthday party, and Ross's girlfriend's calling me and inviting me to a birthday party, I'm not paying for the birthday party.
Right.
So all of a sudden, all the guys start throwing their credit cards in. About 5 of us, 5 or 6 people, and I was like, geez, I thought
this was a party.
So Ross goes, no, I don't want any of you guys paying. Now, meanwhile, if you didn't want us paying,
you would have never had that happen.
You arranged for the bill to be paid ahead of time. Am I correct? You were thinking the same thing, I assume.
Yeah, I thought that it was paid for, but when everyone threw the credit card in, I was like, all right, I guess so.
Because even Gary said, tell your side of the story.
Well, you know what happened was, first of all, this is one of probably the second or third times that I've been married that I had to give my wife the keys to drive home.
Right.
Because I drank a lot.
Right.
And she was fine with it. So the bill comes, and I throw my credit card down, and they bring it to me, and I put the tip on, and I pay it and everything. And, and then at one point, cash started coming my way, but somebody said, just stick it in as a tip.
But talk about your wife for her eating.
That thing. My wife doesn't eat sushi.
Oh, God, so she hardly ate anything.
No, so at one point, I said, honey, can you eat anything? She's like, no, it's okay. And since she figured Ross was throwing the party, I said, let me order you something. She goes, no, it would be not polite to order something. Ross has a menu, and he's footing the bill here. I'll wait till something comes out. So I think the 6th or 7th round of food was a California roll. That was like one of the first things she ate.
Right. So
she hardly ate.
Because she didn't eat a thing.
We never saw a menu.
Right, because Ross ordered everything.
He had a set menu.
He invited a bunch of people for his birthday.
Decided to spend a lot of money.
Yeah, and by the way, Ross is a wealthy guy.
Yeah.
If it was a guy who didn't have any money.
I can't believe he did that.
It was the weirdest thing. So we're sitting there, and then, the bill comes, and I'm like, I guess we got to deal with it. So I put my credit card in, a bunch of other guys do. And again, at Nobu, some people's credit cards weren't, some people...
They gave some people back their credit cards?
Like Oedipus didn't pay.
Well, Oedipus's credit card, he claims fell underneath the dessert.
Yeah,
I don't think he was trying to pay.
He wanted to pay.
But
Ralph doesn't appear to own a credit card.
Right.
Well,
but
if
he does.
Did, it would get rejected, so...
Whatever. And all the people, now, first of all, for Ross, this is a business expense. He essentially threw a party for all of his business friends. Right? I mean, didn't you think the same thing?
He could definitely expense that since he had so many contacts.
Please, it goes on. He invited every person in the record business, and he had a program director from WBCN.
Yeah.
I always think that when it comes, I've talked to guys in the business that expense something. Once you're at the table, it doesn't matter how many people are there. It's an expense.
Right.
In other words, because you have the ability to pay.
I don't know. It was really weird. And then, plus I got him a pretty expensive gift and everything. I was just
wow, you paid twice.
Yeah, so all of a sudden, I get the bill, and I realize it's about... The bill I heard, the whole bill was like $2,000.
Uh-huh.
And...
What?
Well, the bill was $1,870, but that didn't include... when Ross eats there, Richie knocks money off the bill.
Yeah.
So I was going to say, that sounds light.
Yeah, no, so we added it up. I think there was about $650 that, it says Richie, $100 off. You know what I mean?
Right, but whatever. The bill was about $1,800.
Almost $1,900.
I ended up paying $500 or $600 for dinner.
Did you really? You must have left some tip,
because I saw the other people weren't even leaving a tip.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like maybe $50, And
how many credit cards? I mean, how are they splitting this up? Did anybody?
Here's what happened.
I don't know. I'm not going anymore. I'm not going anymore birthday party. Listen, I know I can afford to pay for dinner. I'm just saying, why would you invite me to a birthday party? That's like you invite me to a birthday party, I got to pay.
At the very least, you say, we're taking Ross out to dinner. Not you're invited to Ross's party.
No, Melissa, his girlfriend, threw the party for him, and she had us pay.
But I'm saying, if you were having the idea that people are going to come and pay for this party, you have to somehow let them know.
Right.
Like you say, we're taking Ross to dinner. Would you like to come? We'll all chip in and pay.
Fine.
That's fine. But if you say, I'm throwing a party, that doesn't mean show up with a credit card.
Yeah. I didn't want to be a schnorrer, so I just paid. And I left a huge tip because I knew no one else was leaving a tip.
Well, here's what's really weird. There was probably 18 people there. Now, Ross has treated me to a bunch of stuff. I wasn't expecting to pay, but I wouldn't complain on that issue because he's treated me a million times.
But don't have a birthday party and have people pay. It's tacky.
Somehow the bill was divided by 6 couples, but there were like like 9 couples there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All the record company guys at the end of the table, they didn't throw in the credit card, and they're the ones who expense account all this crap.
All I know is, like, I got home that night, I woke up, because Mary kept going, there was cash flying around. Somebody said, just leave it as a tip.
Oh, Ralph goes, Oedipus went, he hands me like $400 in cash, and I go, what is this? What am I going to do with this? I can't take money from Oedipus. Now I'm paying...
Yeah, all of a sudden it's your party. Somehow you're handling.
Now all of a sudden I'm handing the finances. I go, Oedipus, I don't want your money. Meanwhile,
what is Ross doing while all this goes on?
Oh, he's like, I should pay. He's making the move to get the credit card and stuff.
See, my headache was I woke up.
And what does Melissa do? Because she
ignores. She's out the door.
Ah.
Yeah, that's her move. She doesn't get involved in finances. She leaves.
See, my biggest issue with the evening was when I woke up Sunday morning after I sobered up. Yeah. I realized, in essence, I had treated Ralph to Nobu.
Yeah, Ralph. I don't even mind. I don't even mind treating Ross. I treated record company guys all the way down at the end of the table. I don't even know.
That you never even spoke to.
I figured out that if the bill would have been split up appropriately, and we treated Ross and Melissa, it would have been about $200 a couple.
That's right.
Instead, it was about $340 before tip.
Yeah. Ralph reached in and got his cash out. I think he put down $40.
He kills me. He kills me.
Yeah.
Just don't even look toward him. That's good for Ralph. Don't even look at him for money.
Oh, I didn't. Believe me, I didn't.
I told the story to somebody this morning, and somebody goes, "Isn't Ralph ashamed?" I go, "Not even a little."
No.
He feels you should pay for his dinner.
Well, because he's so delightful.
He's such a wonderful companion.
We need him there.
Like, I understood that Oedipus not paying was an accident, but Ralph not paying was no accident.
Yeah, and suddenly now I'm handling the finances and the credit cards, and I'm like, why? How is this relaxing for me? Don't invite me to a birthday party where I got to pay.
Isn't it like a sock in the stomach though when you're sitting there and you have nothing to do with how much food is coming out to the table, how much drinks are being served, and then all of a sudden somebody says, "Well, where's your money?" It's like, wait a minute.
Especially at somebody's birthday party, and he's inviting all his business associates. These are guys I don't even know. I don't know Yogi and...
Well, Yogi's the only one there that isn't in the business, but everyone else, one guy...
one guy walks in, this guy, he's the president of a record company, and I'm like, why am I paying? And he's not even reaching into his goddamn pocket.
He doesn't move. He doesn't make the move
to
reach into his
Mr. President of the record company.
I hope this doesn't happen at Ross's Chicago party, because I think I'm invited to that.
Yeah, right, yeah. That's the big one in
I wonder how it
Midwest.
went on the West Coast.
No.
You're right. I do wonder how it went on the West Coast.
But Melissa's calling people all week. We got to go here. We're going here. Here's where the party is. I mean, I thought it was a little weird.
I did too. My wife said, what's tonight all about? Should I bring some money? And I said, no, I think Ross split the bill, but we always have a credit card if we need it. Right. Just in case, you never know.
Yeah. Well, especially me and you, we those record company dudes,
They should be treating us.
It's supposed to be. I don't know how this happened.
Yeah, you're paying for record company dudes and program directors.
Yeah.
I don't have it in for him, but all day yesterday I just kept thinking I treated Ralph to Nobu.
Yeah, Ralph, I don't mind. I treated the president of several record companies that I never even met.
Yeah, forget Ralph. Ralph hasn't paid for a meal at Nobu ever.
I wish I could go to Nobu and eat for $40.
Yeah,
I'd love to.
That was the whole idea. We were invited to a birthday party there.
How would he know how much it costs to eat at Nobu?
Yeah. He goes, well, I'll help with the tip. Yeah, and he's we're throwing 20s in each little...
But in the meantime, we've paid for dinner. The only person making out is the waitress.
Why is he only paying for tip?
Yeah. $40 at Nobu. You can't get away with that at Wendy's.
Yeah, it costs that to cross the door, so.
And Oedipus is handing me cash. He goes, here.
Yeah, why is it... See, all roads lead to you.
Yeah.
Why doesn't he spread it around?
Party.
Well, just go in and pay. Or leave the $400 as a tip for the waitress.
But you must have taken charge in some way.
No.
See, you didn't say anything? You just threw your card on the table?
I suggested to everyone that they leave a nice tip.
Yeah, all I know is...
you took charge.
I said, I hope people are leaving... Yeah, exactly. I said, I hope people are leaving a nice tip. And then Oedipus is giving me the money. I go, well, I don't want your money. Then he takes it back. I go, isn't he just leave it on the table for the waitress?
He took it back and put it in his pocket?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. I missed that. See, my wife said to me...
He goes, next time I'll get dinner. I go, I'm not going to dinner with him again.
When's that ever going
2012.
Yeah. I just thought the whole thing was strange.
Did you say anything to...
No. I say it here on the radio, where I can really hurt people's feelings.
I can't imagine.
Baba Booey had the same thing, because Beth came over and goes, what was that all about? See, my wife said to me, My God, I never saw a menu. We ordered all this food and everything, but
hey, it's Ross's party.
But I swear to God, it was $400 for my wife to have 3 pieces of California roll.
Yeah.
But I mean, I ate like a pig.
Hey, you threw a great party. So did I. It was weird. Hey, Bob, you're on the air.
How you doing?
Hey, man.
Same thing happened to me. I go to this party. My wife's friend's husband invites us to the party. And we're sitting, we're eating, we're drinking and everything. The bill comes at the end. It's sitting right on the table, and some guy at the table says, let's split it. So the host doesn't move.
Yeah.
So the guy says, Bob, you take care of the bill. So there I was trying to divide the bill into like 5 people.
Yeah.
It was horrible.
Yeah, who wants to do that?
Yeah, especially with 16 people. How do you do that?
Plus, we got her a great gift.
Yeah. Let's invite Ross to... You know what we got to do? Let's invite Ross to something next weekend and have him pay.
And order whatever you want. You know, don't let him see a menu.
No.
Just have the food. Just start coming. The bottles just start coming.
You had to see what was flowing at this party. I went, boy, this guy's... You know what? He's doing
really
it right.
My friend?
I was like,
red carpet.
I was like, he's doing it right.
Yeah, he sure
Oh,
was.
can I invite my friend to the party?
See, the funny thing was, I've been with Ross when he's been on the other end of that.
Yeah.
We went out to like a smaller market, and he had to take a program director and a music director out to dinner.
Yeah, well, what am I? I'm in the radio business.
And the guy ordered a bottle of wine, and then the guy said to us, "Hey, do you mind if I get another bottle?" So then the guy ordered another bottle, and then we walked out of there. Russ was livid. We were in a very small town,
right?
And the guy ordered a $250 bottle of wine twice,
right?
And then Russ got stuck with the bill,
right.
J. Ross, I'd love another little bit of the grape.
That's exactly what it was.
If you don't mind, Ross.
Is it okay?
But I'm telling you, like, I didn't think you could find a $250 bottle of wine in this town.
Yeah, right.
And he found 2 of them.
Yeah.
I think another bottle of wine will make me play Papa Roach a little more around here.
What kills me...
The guy called and had that bottle shipped in.
I mean, what kills me is that 5 record companies, his business people are there, and we paid for them. They didn't even go into their wallets.
I can't believe he just let it happen.
Oh yeah, no, he made the movie. He took all the credit cards and pushed them aside, and he goes, "No, I'm not letting you guys pay for this."
Then how did you wind up paying?
Like, what he should have done was grab it and go right up to the thing, and he goes, and we go, no. Someone goes, no. Like Oedipus goes, no, we can't let you pay.
It's always a guy that goes, no, that ends up not paying.
Ends up, no. And I'm like, I don't know. Here's my credit card. If I'm paying, I'm paying. I don't care. But he should never even had the bill come to the table.
That's a nasty, messy situation, and it shouldn't have happened.
He wanted us to pay.
Yeah. Otherwise, nobody had made arrangements to pay.
No. How come Melissa didn't make them?
There would have been no bill at the table.
Yeah. Some birthday party. Thanks for inviting me. What party do I get to go to next where I pay?
Stuttering John always throws parties like that.
Yeah. And
I always tell him, I'm not going to a party where I have to pay. Then it's not a party.
I'm having a no-party edict. I think I know what you're up to now. You go bankrupt from everyone's birthday.
That's right.
It's funny, last year...
No, like you threw me a birthday party and said, hey, I want to invite your friends and throw you a birthday party, which was, I was like, wow. But he called me up and said, come to my birthday party, and he has all his business people there, and he orders tons of food and drinks, and I'm paying for it.
They threw out a plate of sushi the size of, the table.
Yeah, the whole every round of food, there was like 30 plates, like just sitting there. Thank God I ate.
Yeah, I got to say, I ate my money's worth.
You tried as hard as you could.
Yeah. You and I were shoveling it in pretty good.
There's certain dishes that I can't stop on.
Yeah, me neither.
Well, you were feeding a cold.
I was.
I was feeding my belly.
Get in my belly, you fish.
Get in my belly.
Well, you might as well. I'm glad you had a good time, because it certainly cost
you. You want to know something? I didn't have that good a time.
No.
I was tired.
Well, the food was good.
Came back, the dog had peed all over the floor.
Did you go out afterwards?
Yeah. Well, we were gone about 6 hours. I guess you get a 5-hour limit. The dog can't seem to hold her urine more than 5 hours. She doesn't go the whole... Last night she woke us up at 1 o'clock in the morning to go pee.
Really?
And we took her out at 8.
When she pees because she can't hold it anymore, does she have a special place, or just wherever she pees?
She goes where she's got to go, dude.
It hits her and she just goes.
She goes.
She hasn't done the bed yet, has she?
No.
But she'll do the carpet?
No, carpet once, tile mostly.
Because the carpet's bad.
My house is mostly tile. It's all bad. You don't want any of that.
But you know the deal, it's almost impossible to get the smell out of the carpet. Once
no, you can. We have this steamer. It's a water steamer. It takes it right up. Thank God for this invention. Thank God. Because I'd have a nerve. I'd throw the dog out the window.
Right. Dog be sailing across Manhattan.
You'd see a flying bulldog right out the window. But
underdog.
Hey, Fred, when do they? How do you get them to sleep through the night?
It's good. Usually it
takes a while.
Every month that they're alive, they're supposed to be able to hold it that amount of time. So she's 9. Is it 9 months?
10 months.
She should be able to go through the night.
Really?
Well, I guess yours is not. Maybe
unless she's still got that effect of the antibiotics.
No, she doesn't on any antibiotics for a couple of days already.
I can't wait till you're seeing a dog urinalysis specialist. You know, the operations have the dog's urethra fixed and everything.
You close down all.
Tape a sponge.
I mean, I know people who do
tape a sponge to their vagina.
From the times I've been around that dog, I'm surprised it gets up the energy to urinate.
Mike, you're on the air.
Yo, Howard. Why don't you get this slug Ross on the phone?
We should get Ross on the phone.
Yeah, I would like to speak to him.
He's going to be crushed.
Let's hear his side.
Why is he going to be crushed?
Because he's going to be, I didn't know.
He doesn't know. He knows. He knows the whole deal.
I'll call him.
Howard, did you have to bring a present, too?
Yeah, you brought a present.
I got him an amazing.
I got him an amazing present.
Just out of curiosity, if you don't, what did that run?
The $250.
That's a nice present.
Yeah. I got him a gift certificate to a restaurant that he's always wanted to go.
Okay.
I mean, that $250, another $500 for dinner.
You're constantly taking him to
His
restaurants.
birthday cost me $1,000, and I don't get it.
Doesn't he listen to the show? Doesn't he know what goes on? I mean, you guys
I don't
talk
know.
about
It's really weird. Ross, for a living, has to take record and radio people out on his expense account. And for some reason, when it comes to me, invites me to a party with all his record company guys, I never get treated.
But wait a minute. Don't you take him out? You and he go out a lot. Do you always wind up paying?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
But that's okay. If we agree to go out to dinner, one of us gets the check. Sometimes he does, sometimes I do.
So you do switch off.
We switch off.
All right. That's
one thing. But don't invite me to your birthday party, and Baba Booey's paying, I'm paying.
You guys should have just got up at the end, and everybody should have said, thanks a lot, and walked out.
You're not kidding.
Well, Baba Booey makes a good point. A lot of times, if you're invited to a party, you don't make arrangements to have enough money on you to cover any eventuality.
Yeah.
And you could catch some people up short that way. That would be horrible. I think you did.
It was so weird. But, I wasn't going to go, I'm not paying. I mean, I just did it. But it was just weird that all these record company dudes didn't even throw in their credit cards.
Well, they're used to it.
It's what they do for a living.
They said, for this one time, we're not paying.
Oedipus, the program director of WBCN, is sitting there. They can write that right off.
Yeah.
What happened? You get him?
John's making a couple of calls.
Good. This should be interesting.
Maybe he got out of town.
I bet he says dude 5 times in the first sentence.
Yeah.
Dude, I didn't do it. I didn't know.
Yeah, I mean,
he knows.
He's going to say, though, that, he had no idea because his girlfriend really made all the arrangements.
And let her pay. Don't invite me.
I'm just going to say that's going to be his excuse.
And she was the first one out the door.
Oh, yeah, she conveniently, her move, I've seen her before, she gets up and walks around when bill time comes.
Yeah, she disappears from the table at a convenient time.
She's at the bathroom.
She's got that move down.
She's got it. She's good at it. She's got it down to a side.
They Curb Your Enthusiasm about that, where a guy always disappeared from the table and the check comes.
Somehow gone.
A lot of people got to go to the bathroom.
Right.
Gilbert Gottfried's the king of that move.
And Gilbert's good at it.
He took a friend of mine out on a date for coffee, and the bill was $6. And he went to the bathroom, and she was so uncomfortable, she finally paid it. And as soon as she paid the bill, Gilbert came out of the bathroom.
He probably stands back there watching.
I swear he did.
Stakeout.
You cheap bastard.
I didn't see the bill come.
He's not answering anymore.
What about his home phone?
We tried his home a few times. It's just he's not picking up.
What about his cell?
It's off.
Too bad.
It goes straight to voice.
He's got to be listening then, right?
No, well, actually, I heard his alarm goes off at 6 in the morning because Melissa told me, and every radio is tuned to us.
Well, then where is he? He knows we're trying to get a hold
of him. You know what?
Him.
I bet he's at his East Coast birthday breakfast.
Someone's buying him.
Oh, that's funny.
All right. Hey, thanks.
Thanks.
Did you see any of the other people hanging around the restaurant, by the way? Did you see
No.
the famous pitcher?
No.
Randy Johnson.
Is that the one Ross was screaming out that he sucked?
Oh, my God. Randy Johnson does more. No, he certainly doesn't suck.
Oh, yeah, he was like, you suck. All I kept hearing was, you suck, you suck. And I go, what's he screaming about? And they go,
because Ross is a Yankee fan and the Diamondbacks.
And I said, could you guys calm down?
That guy is an incredible pitcher.
What's the guy's name?
Randy Johnson. He's amazing.
Best pitcher in the major league.
Yeah, did he win the Cy Young Award again this year?
Yeah, like he won the Cy Young like 4 or 5 times.
Yeah. Well, he might be the best pitcher, but Ross let him know he sucked several times.
He probably took that as a compliment.
He does look like a roadie for the Allman Brothers. Maybe that's
no, he cut his mullet off. That was the guy that we used to goof on all the time. He used to have a giant mullet.
Yeah.
Up until a year ago.
Does he still have all the facial hair, though?
No, he cut it all off.
Oh.
He's got like a mustache now, no mullet.
So, who else was there?
It seems like everybody in the record company business is there. It was like a lot of presidents. I saw the guys. Randy Johnson was with the guys that managed Metallica and the Chili Peppers.
I don't care about any.
And then I saw the guy that produced the first 2 Black Crowes records.
Wow.
And he's producing a bunch of stuff.
Wow.
How did you recognize him?
He's an old friend.
All I know is none of them paid for dinner.
I didn't recognize him.
Hey. What's up?
Hey, Howard, Randy Johnson's the guy who threw a fastball and the bird was coming by.
Oh, yeah.
The bird. Yeah, that's how hard that guy throws.
Yeah, he's amazing.
Yeah. He killed the bird.
Hey, Rick, you're on the air.
Hey, Howard. Good morning.
Good morning.
How you doing?
What's up?
I'm from Philly, right? I come up to, we get invited to a friend's party at Tony DiNapoli's. Great party. Great place to eat. And we take the train up. You know, that's not a problem. We don't want any aggravation. We're running late. We can't get a cab. We want to jump in this Lincoln Town car. It cost me more money to get to this restaurant. 8-10 people. And they got New Yorkers. I love New York. But you're invited to a party. Isn't somebody supposed to pay? Somebody's supposed to, like, reach in and say,
if they invite you to a birthday party.
Right.
I don't think
it already cost me $180 to get there. I'm looking up to myself. I want to... Everybody's get the short-handed deep pocket disease when a check comes, right?
I was excited for once I was going to Nobu and I had to pay.
Right. Well,
yeah,
guess what?
Foiled again.
Foiled again.
Because you're never getting out.
I never get out of it, man. I never, ever get out of it.
There's something about dining with a person that has a lot of money, and you have this expectation, like, they're going to pay.
Especially, he's in the record business and I'm in the radio business, and there's 20 guys, and Oedipus is sitting there. I figured, whoa, they're going to expense account all over the place here.
Yeah, he invited Oedipus just for that purpose.
Yeah, this is exactly what his expense account is for.
You would expect though, to pay for Ralph because
Ralph. Yeah, Ralph's my girlfriend.
He's your kid.
He's my kid.
Boss.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks.
Hey, Howard.
Yeah.
Do you think there's any way you can give me a Nobu on Valentine's Day for my wife and I?
No.
Come on.
Please.
Yeah, but you have to pay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Howard's not going to pay for you.
Thank God you were invited. You weren't invited, Robin. You would have $1,000.
Oh, man.
Hey, can I talk about your girlfriend was telling us as soon as she sat down that she had a dream?
Yeah.
Can I talk about that?
Yeah, you can talk about that.
So great. So Beth sits down and she goes, I had the weirdest dream last night. I dreamt that Howard proposed marriage to me. But that wasn't the funny part. The funny part was that she told me that you asked her to repeat the dream 3 times and don't leave out any details.
Yeah, I wanted to hear it.
See, I didn't think you'd want to hear it.
I didn't run away from it. See, the stupid man freaks out and runs out the door. I was like, let me hear that. And each time she told it to me, I laughed harder. Because it was like...
You did, because you know it's going to happen. Her dreams are going to come true.
It was so funny, too, because...
nervous laughter.
It was so funny, too, because... usually I panic and just go, I'm not getting...
Yeah, right.
But I realize it's a dream. And that's fine.
See, the way it can't... See,
it's not fine. That's her subconscious.
Yeah. And I was thinking that you were softening up.
The sub is okay. Conscious is the one I have a problem with.
Nope. The subconscious is much more powerful. Much more powerful.
Here's how she took it, and here's how she described it to us.
Go ahead.
That you're just so cute and so adorable that you wanted to hear it over and over again.
Yeah, she didn't even see you laughing.
Yeah, and I'm thinking...
It's romantic.
She said you were so romantic, and I'm thinking, wow, Howard's like softening up to this idea.
No.
Baba Booey, don't you listen to me.
I love romance.
Oh, yeah, right.
Somebody else's.
Well, this was yours, darling.
No. It's just a dream.
I don't know whether it's a good thing or a bad thing. She definitely got the impression that you weren't freaked out by it.
I wasn't freaked out at all by it. It's a dream.
I told you, he's right there. He's ready.
No, I'm not.
Oh, yes,
I have never been more convinced that marriage is a joke.
Fine, until you're not. Right. And that day will hit you,
Dude,
and you'll be married. You'll come in here and announce it.
I'm bringing the best gift I can to your wedding. The biggest one I can find. You know what? When you get married, I'm going to pay to congratulate you on the Jumbotron in Times Square.
Scott, hi, you're on the air.
Yeah, Howard, what are you whining about?
What am I why is everything a whine?
You make like $18 million a year, and you're whining about something.
That's not the point, dude. You're missing the point.
I'm not missing
Why are you counting other people's money?
Yeah, I mean, and not only that, when I invite people to a birthday party, I take care of the bill.
Oh, I definitely understand.
And my friend Ross is, by the way, he's got plenty of dough. This is not a guy who's broke. And he expense it's not even that. He has a record company expense account.
As a matter of fact, Ross does make $19 million a year.
It's $1 more million.
Ross it's all discretionary income. He has no family. He's a single dude. His money's going nowhere.
Yeah, by the way, I mean, you're saying, hey, who makes more money? He should pay for everything.
No.
I mean, that's ridiculous. Don't invite me to a... It doesn't have to do with money. It has to do with... And by the way, Gary doesn't make more money than Ross.
If there's a problem about who's going to pick up the tab, and you're all going to sit there and look like doofuses, someone should have enough class just to pick it up and not whine about it. Especially...
We didn't whine about it. We all picked it up.
But they didn't expect there to be a tab.
You're missing the point of the story, douche.
I understand that point.
Well, Scott, you're way out of line. You're just a douche. Yeah,
so you're supposed to be the big guy who just picks up the tab and pays for everybody?
I just go around paying for everything.
Well, why didn't he just treat the whole restaurant?
And at least, by the way, stand up and toast me for paying for the bill.
Yeah. Thank him.
I made a toast thanking Ross for the birthday party. I don't know why.
Oh, forget about that.
I was like, hey, thank you, my friend.
I think that was BC before check.
Yeah. What are we toasting him for? Captain Jenks made a phony phone call to Dan Rather during the tragedy.
You know what? That was my other premise. I was like, oh, this is such a horror.
I was mortified.
I hear Captain Jenks, and I luckily missed him, but where did he go?
He went to Dan Rather and CBS and made a phony phone call, and I got to tell you, I cringed. And I even got a lot of email from people who said, don't even play it. Some people said play it, some said don't play it. But the only redeeming value of this one is that it is weird to me that once you can hear the guys say to Dan Rather, it's a phony phone call, and Dan Rather doesn't care. He just keeps plowing along.
He shuts the guy up. He's like, hold on.
He keeps asking Captain Jake's questions.
Obviously, Dan only knows how to ask questions. He doesn't know how to listen to answers.
Yeah, none of these guys, they don't listen to anybody that talks to them.
Captain.
Hey, good morning, Howard.
Man, I'll tell you something.
You've got guts.
He's crazy.
Hey, look, the space shuttle going down was everybody's bummed out about that. That's horrible, and I wasn't doing that to make fun of the...
You weren't that bummed out that you didn't make the phone call.
Yeah, you still could get to the phone.
I didn't even know you were still working.
Because I just see Dan Rather, he's like, he's such an idiot, and I just had to call in and, because they never check their sources. And this has been going on for 15 years now, Howard.
But how can they check their sources?
Well, I'll tell you what. After I did this phony phone call to CBS, then I went over to ABC, Peter Jennings.
Yeah.
They're taping their interviews with people. That's what you got to do.
He's got a point.
Catch you.
Because, and I gave them my phone number here in Pennsylvania. And they're like, they called me right back. You know what I'm saying?
That's stupid.
That is stupid.
Actually, I made 2 calls during the whole thing.
Where was the other one? Did you call MSNBC?
Yes.
Oh, that was you too?
Yeah.
All right, I got to get that one.
Oh,
I have that one here. I got them all here.
I got the do you want to hear the Dan Rather one?
Yeah, I want to hear what he did.
I'll play it. I don't condone it.
I'm very ashamed of myself.
All right, there you go. But it is interesting to me.
I feel like Mother Angelica.
Yeah,
I know. I don't want to. I'm a big fan of phony phone calls, but my mind wouldn't go there during a space shuttle crash.
No, but my mind now goes there because I know Jenks is out there, and I'm like, this is just a horror, and I pray that he doesn't pick up the phone.
Well, I just read a transcript of it, and I was cringing.
Can I ask you?
I really was cringing.
And I got the videotape, and you got to see Dan Rather's face.
Did you happen to see Melrose Larry Green's crib?
No, I didn't, and I really need to get a copy of that.
You really do need to get a copy of that. Did anybody see it?
Well, I saw the raw footage of the sink and the
dirty toilet. And
that tub is disgusting.
It's been cleaned, but it was a great segment.
But it's kind of clean. You can't clean that. That has to be...
I cleaned the bathtub.
Yeah, but you can't scrub it clean. The stains are in there for way longer than just clean.
I can't even figure out what those stains are.
I don't... Yeah.
Soap.
Yeah, what have you been doing in
I use very special soap, which has all kinds of ingredients in it.
Called soap.
Oh, and the soap makes those stains?
The soap makes the tub dirty.
He has soap. One of the ingredients is dirt.
Are you using black soap?
Yeah, I use black soap, yeah. Listen, Howard, I went to Mark Harris's house Saturday night.
We're talking... All right. Yeah.
No, wait a minute. We had a concert Saturday. We had a birthday party, too.
Nipsey, you're on the air.
Yeah, hi. Jenks is a scumbag. A scumbag.
I'm not justifying myself. It's only a prank.
You're a ridiculous little man. I saw you in Philadelphia. You're a scumbag. Your calls aren't funny. You suck.
Okay, that's cool.
All right, there you go.
Okay, that's cool. Why don't you get a job, man? Do something with your life.
He does have that gas station job.
Well, my apologies.
Apparently it doesn't fulfill some inner need.
You know something that's really funny, Howard? When they first hear the call, they laugh, and then they get mad at me for making them laugh.
No,
I don't think anybody laughed.
I don't think so, Jim.
I don't think anybody laughed at this.
It's the whole situation. How could you do it? I mean, with September 11th, I don't know how they could even send a shuttle up, to tell you the truth.
Well, I didn't. When I did those calls, when I was setting those calls up, they didn't even know where the shuttle was at that point.
Howard, think about this. Think about this. Something awful happens. This guy, Jenks, says, this is a great opportunity to be a horrible human being.
You're right.
Everyone else is
you know what? While we're
heartbroken. He goes, ooh, I can make a horrible prank call.
You know what he went over the line for me?
Yeah.
I got to tell you, he's gone over the line once. He made a phony phone call during the Oklahoma City bombing.
Right.
Yeah. I remember that.
We didn't play that one. That was terrible.
I couldn't handle
No,
it.
you did play it. You did play it.
I played it, but I couldn't handle it.
Right.
But while we're seeing usually, sometimes the best of humanity, Jenks he's there to remind us of the world.
You know what Jenks reminds me of? The guy who steals watches off the dead people?
Yeah.
He goes, wait a second.
About his radio show.
It's like, hey, those guys can't use those watches.
He's taking the shoes. He's taking everything.
He's the only guy I know who gets word that there's an airplane crash, tunes to CNN and sets up his equipment. Which he does.
Jenks, how's the radio show?
It's like people are saying to me, "Why? This is not the appropriate time to make these calls." It's like, well, okay, when is?
Oh, there are plenty of times you could make a call.
Well, like somebody on the internet alluded to me yesterday that it's like, okay, the space shuttle thing was horrible, but if it had been a personal tragedy like a train wreck or something, that would have been more acceptable.
Hey, let me ask you a question. Do you think finally this is going to stop celebrities from wanting to go up in space? I think this will do it. No?
No.
Really? You think Lance Bass... Wasn't this... What if Lance Bass had been on there?
Oh, we could have lost Lance Bass?
What a tragic loss.
Yeah, right.
People might have said, well, that's the only good thing to come out of this tragedy.
Actually, bye.
Yeah.
What's going to happen to those guys that are up there? Even though this wasn't the trip to pick them up, usually...
Well, they have a little ship they can use.
Right.
They have a little Soyuz spaceship.
Well, I saw an Enterprise. You can actually go between crafts and rework your crafts and do all these different kinds of things. Enterprise has it all worked out. If you watch the show regularly.
Oh, stop it. No, they have a little space vehicle up there that they can use should they need to get down.
Now, let me ask you a question. If this just happened, do you want to get in the vehicle and re-enter the Earth?
No.
Absolutely not. And I thought about, well, wait a minute. What about... So they wait. There's 2 Americans up there. They got to be the ones to go down with the first shuttle?
Yep.
That goes back up?
Jenks just informed me he's waiting for an outbreak of Ebola to go into the next phony phone call high gear alert.
Did he make phony phone calls on September 11th?
No. In fact, I stopped for like almost a year and a half, 2 years after that.
Really?
Yeah, he did not. Even he did not do
I got
that.
a question for you, Jenks. Before you knew what it was, like at what point on September 11th did it dawn on you not to do it? Because at the beginning we didn't know it was terrorism.
Well, I was listening to the show unfold when the first plane hit the World Trade Center, and I just heard Howard say, "I hope that's not Jenks on the phone doing prank phone calls," and that's pretty. So
if Howard didn't say anything, you'd have gone right ahead.
No, I wouldn't have done it anyway. But this was basically the World Trade Center. That was a whole different issue there. That was something that people really needed to know.
He draws the line at that.
Oh.
Yeah, in other words, people did need legitimate help.
It might have been a real war or something.
Yeah. John, go ahead. You're on the air.
Thanks.
Jenks' point is you couldn't have done anything with the shuttle, either way.
Right.
Yeah.
It was already gone.
Well, like I said, when I did this call, when I was setting up the call, the shuttle hadn't even been found at that point. You know what I'm saying?
Well, let's hear from John. John, go ahead.
Good morning, Howard.
Hey.
Morning, Robin.
Good morning.
Hey, one point I just want to make. Everyone's walking about 7 people, and it's a national tragedy, and we're all, it's a huge thing in our generation. 2 Marines got killed last week in Kandahar, wherever it is. Their helicopter blows up. No one cares.
I care.
No, I see what you're saying, yeah. And then all of a sudden, death is
every single
death.
headline across the country is the 7 people, and we got these
Yeah, Jenks, why no calls about the Marines? How come no prank phone calls about that?
Yeah.
You know? Really?
It wasn't breaking news.
Where's the Marines?
They have to.
Marines.
In Jenks' defense, it wasn't breaking news.
Well, the news organizations have to, have to be looking desperately to put somebody on. That's the only way they can get
It's the
in.
only way you can get in there. Tony, go ahead. You're on the air.
Hello, Mr. Stern. Hello there, Robin. I don't see what the big deal is about everybody breaking Jenks' chops about this stuff. I mean, who's worse, him or the news that got to be right there?
Right.
You know, here's the body parts laying on the ground, and here's the poor guy's helmet. Jenks just making people laugh through a hard time. You know what I mean?
There you go.
do make a point.
You make a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When the nation's at its worst, you can expect me.
Yeah.
There you go.
Jenks is there.
What about the fact that it really could have been one of Baba Booey's teeth?
Yeah.
So what was the other one you made?
I made a call to MSNBC. This was like really, really early on. This was like right after they lost contact with the shuttle.
Wonder if anybody bought into that.
A brief comedy break.
Jackie
Now
thought
we'll move back into our
Jackie thought I was on the shuttle and
shot it down.
Shot it down out of the sky.
See, that's unforgivable.
Right.
For MSNBC, because Jenks pawned himself off as a NASA spokesperson.
Right.
Why is a NASA spokesperson in Pennsylvania?
Yeah, exactly. And you know what? But that spokesperson is the actual spokesperson for NASA. I saw him on another channel.
So you did take a real name.
Yeah, but when they call you back,
right? They call a Pennsylvania number. They don't even think twice. They don't ask me about it. Nothing.
It's unbelievable to me.
I'm almost thinking like next time I do it, I'm going to say, this is a prank call. I just want to let you know before you put me on the air.
Yeah, right.
And
by the
see
way,
what happens.
yeah, I'm not the real guy, but put me on anyway.
Hello, Dan. This is President Bush. Is it really? Yes, this is the president.
Yeah, Jackie Martling, you're an idiot. There you go. Boom. Rich, you're on the air.
Yeah, I had a question for Captain Jenks. Yeah. Work over at Fox, and basically, when you call in, how does he get people to call him?
Well, because basically they say nowadays, they say, well, I want a number to call back. I say, okay, here's my number, and they call me back. They just don't bother to check where the number, originates from.
Because I work over there. I was doing a show on Saturday when you called in, when you went up into the whole hostage situation.
Yeah.
And Artie, losing $5,000 in Vegas and all that.
Yeah.
And I clipped you on the phone.
Why'd you
I
clip
knew
him?
where you were going with that.
That's another phone call.
Yeah, you don't clip him. He's in the middle of doing his work. This is his thing. This is what he lives for.
Nobody believes that,
Let's go to Arnold. Arnold, go ahead.
Hi. How you guys doing?
Okay.
Listen, take that idiot off the air. You know what? That's not funny. 7 people died, and this is what he has to do. He calls and make prank calls. That's not funny. What if it was, someone that's related to him? That's not funny.
So the national debate continues. Some people thinking that Jenks exposes the fact that they don't check their sources. Others thinking the huge cringe factor because 7 people just died in a space shuttle. I don't even know how your mind works that fast that...
You could say, I'm going to call Dan Rather and crank him.
Yeah, I'm sitting there reeling from the fact that 7 people just burned up.
Yeah, I can hardly move. I'm like...
No, look, it's like I said, Howard, you got to remember, when I did this call...
Yeah, but you know what? You guys are no better because this idiot does this, and you guys pull him right on the air, laughing about it. That's not funny.
I don't know that I'm laughing about it. I think it's funny that...
You're discussing how could he do it?
That's it.
I think it's interesting. Listen, I don't think making fun of a tragedy is funny. I don't think he's making fun of a tragedy. I think he's making fun of the news organizations. I don't think that's what Jenks is doing, but that's how I see it.
Well, listen, you have to understand something. When I started making these calls, when I initially made the first phone call, they didn't even know where the shuttle was. All they knew was they lost contact. So the story basically unfolded while I was setting up the call, so I didn't even hear what was going on.
So in other words...
So you're a victim, Jack.
Yeah. You know what? I hope something do happen to you, and you know what? Then maybe I'll call Howard and make jokes about you. How's that?
That would be good. When Jenks dies a horrible death, you call in and make a phony phone call.
That's the way I'd like it. That's the way I'd like to go.
Yeah.
If I die in a horrible death, I want somebody to do a prank phone call.
You do?
Jenks,
yes.
Are you saying that if you had known that the shuttle had exploded, you wouldn't have made these calls?
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that when I did initially make the call, I didn't know what was going on. I wasn't paying attention to that. I was paying attention to doing the prank call.
Do you ever think that, someday you could make a phone call and maybe one of your loved ones could be involved without you knowing about it? How would you feel about that?
How would you feel about it?
He would feel it was the Twilight Zone. Joey, go ahead. You have the final word with Captain Jenks.
Jenks, come in me beach from Matty Con. What I'm going to do is when you die or one of your relatives die, I'm going to show up in a clown suit with a horn, orange hair, and big shoes, and just to introduce some levity into the situation. What do you think about them apples, you clown?
He thinks it's funny, evidently. He likes it.
That's the odd.
All right. Anyway, Jenks, thank you for the phone call.
Hey, I also have another call, Howard.
What do you have now?
This is the first call that I was doing before the shuttle thing happened. I did a prank phone call to Fox News, and they were covering the high-speed chase with the postal worker on Friday.
All right, let me hear that. All right.
Hi, this is Jason Priestley.
He was on Dateline with Barbara Walters.
2020.
2020 with Barbara Walters Friday night.
Yeah, I saw it.
He said that even though he rammed his car 180 miles an hour and almost died, he's thinking about getting back in a race car.
Yeah, but have you seen him? It'll be tough for him to get back into a race car.
Why?
Because he was walking with Barbara Walters. His feet aren't working all that great.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
And he's thinking about getting back in.
Well, he'd have to be completely healed because apparently your feet are very important to you when you drive a car.
Really? Like, why?
No, they're not.
Yes, they are. Not your car, Artie, but one of these race cars. Don't they have pedals and flippers and things you have to work your feet?
I'm sure there's something they can do to help him out. Tape his foot to the pedal.
Well, that won't help.
You know, that's a hell of a sport. You have to keep your foot on a pedal.
Yeah.
I don't think it's that simple, really. It's not like a car you drive on the road.
Oh, that's right. You have to steer the wheel, too.
No. There's something you throttle, I think, with your foot.
I see.
You wouldn't know anything about this. You can hardly drive, so you just be quiet.
It's an important sport.
It's not important, but
it
is difficult to do.
It's important that Jason Priestley get behind the wheel. First of all, apparently, I don't even think he was that good at it to begin with. I don't think he won any races.
He had won, not at that level. He was just trying to qualify to race Indy cars.
He's not even good at it.
Yeah, don't you feel that if they put you in Jeff Gordon's car, you could win a race, too?
No.
I mean, get with it.
Die. First of all, Artie, you couldn't get in the car.
You just got to put the pedal to the metal, baby.
You got to be small enough to get in the car.
Oh, come on. Give me a fast car.
I mean, this guy's carrying on. He's going to get back in the racing game. It's not like he's making his living doing it. In fact, he's never even won a race.
They said he was making part of his living as a driver.
Yeah.
But getting back in the acting game.
Yeah.
He wasn't even in that game. Yeah, he says, I love to act. I was like, well, do some of it.
You know, Artie, they can build a car around you. The only problem is you can never get out.
There you go.
That's fine.
But that's good. Be blessed with a pretty face like that.
And the real funny thing is he wasn't even in a race. He was just trying to qualify to be in a race. When and nothing hit him. He just spun out.
Britney Spears was at the Sundance Film Festival, and she walked out of a movie, and they asked her why'd you walk out of the movie? I'm sorry. Why'd you walk out of the movie? And she said, I don't like a lot of the movies at Sundance because they make you think too much.
Yeah, that could hurt.
And you know what? I get that.
Me too.
I'm sick of I watched a real good movie, makes you think a lot.
What's that?
But I'm sick of thinking so much.
What was the movie?
It's called, I don't remember, with Nicolas Cage. He plays two parts.
The Adaptation?
Adaptation.
Oh, you saw that? How was it?
I liked it.
I like that too.
But you had to think a lot.
Yeah.
I don't want to think so much.
I like those kind of movies.
Yeah.
I don't like the ones that you really don't have to think and they bore you to tears, but you're supposed to think that's important.
Well, I wanted to watch one of those brainless movies where you just have a good time, like Pretty Woman was one of those. It was just a great movie, but
fun.
So I rented. Someone told me, Ross Zapin actually told me to rent About a Boy with Hugh Grant.
I've told you about that months ago. That's a great movie.
Oh, it's horrible.
Oh, come on, you didn't like that?
I hated it.
That was a wonderful movie.
Don't get this movie.
Oh, stop! About a Boy is It's the only time you'll find Hugh Grant charming.
And the movie that really, really freaked me out, I got a hold of, was the one that made like $500 million, My Big Fat Greek Wedding.
Isn't it a big joke?
It's the worst movie you'll ever see.
I don't know. And people raved to me about that movie.
Who does that?
I went to see it, and I was like, what the hell are they talking about? This is ridiculous.
Yeah. I mean, crazy. I mean, I couldn't even get through half of it.
Oh, it's awful.
Who's going to believe that ugly skank is with that good-looking dude?
That's the whole thing. I couldn't buy it for a second.
And the whole cast is over the top.
Yeah, everybody's like a stereotype of a Greek person.
My mother and her friends liked it.
How many times can you make the same joke about spraying Windex on stuff? Do that once. It was funny. Not 20 times. I mean, it's the worst movie.
If they had a food thing, it was always the food thing when you saw them. If it was the Windex thing, it was always the Windex thing.
It just was not funny. It sucked. Pissed me off.
Yeah, I hated it.
$265 million or something. I'm like, you got to be friggin' kidding me with that.
Absolutely hated it.
Now they're making it into a TV show. My Big Fat Greek
Life
Life
is what they're calling it, yeah.
Oh, I so don't care. And you know what's starting to really suck is Friends.
Really?
Yeah, whenever they do jumbo-sized Friends, it sucks.
When they supersize them. I say, why are we supersizing our TV shows now?
Yeah, well, you know what it is? There's a certain rhythm to that show. Whenever they go to the hour or 45 minutes, it's just not Friends anymore. Half hour works for that show. Leave it alone.
But we know that supersizing is bad at McDonald's. It's also bad on TV.
Bad. Just period. It's bad. There was a TV show, I didn't get to see it, a 1-hour drama about the Mexican mafia and drug trafficking. And it premiered last night on NBC. It was called Kingpin.
I missed that.
It's NBC's Mexican version of The Sopranos. And I was thinking about it. They should have called it The Sombreros. But they didn't. But nobody listens to me.
They didn't go to you for a title.
Yes. Kingpin.
The Sombreros.
And by the way, as predicted, I hadn't read this until this morning, but sure enough, here it is in Iraq, in Baghdad on Saturday. The space shuttle went down, and what did Saddam Hussein say, and what does the radio stations in Baghdad say? It was God's retribution.
Oh, of course. I said all of Islam will be saying, those radical Islamites will be saying that, yes, Allah knocked the space shuttle out of the sky.
And, and I love this whole idea, but, it's only the radicals. Everyone there is radical. Trust me.
Radically something.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you don't know why we have to get rid of Saddam Hussein just for that comment alone. Because blow his ass off the face of the goddamn earth. We had the worst tragedy ever in this country called 9/11. The Twin Towers were blown up. We're at war. Has everyone forgotten that? How come George Bush is the only guy who hasn't forgotten that?
No, Hollywood has forgotten.
Everyone's turned their back on this war. We're at war, man. We got people who want to end the United States, and they're going to poison us. They're going to gas us. And Saddam Hussein is one of the henchmen. Come on, let's invade already.
Even that shoe bomber. When they're throwing him in jail for the rest of his life. Why we're letting him live, I don't know.
Yeah, when are all these suckers going to wise up? The Susan Sarandons and Sheryl Crow with her T-shirt. I saw her T-shirt. It said the following: war is not the answer.
And George Clooney.
Yeah, I mean,
the president.
Where are these guys coming from, man?
George Clooney?
George Clooney.
Disgraziata faccia broccia. Mensa fanuk.
He even, dissed Charlton Heston and his Alzheimer's the other day because Charlton used to be the head of the NRA.
Like, what's wrong with the NRA, dude?
Nothing.
We need guns. How am I going to kill your ass? You break into my house. What am I going to do? Hand to hand?
Yeah, karate chop.
Yeah, that'll work. George Clooney's got a great life. You know what he does every night of the week? He goes to the Sky Bar and picks up chicks.
That's right.
How dare he weigh in on this issue? That he doesn't want war. Of course he doesn't want war. If you were at the Sky Bar every night picking up a different hot chick.
It might interrupt his women hunting.
Yeah, because for 2 seconds during 9/11, firemen were hot, and George Clooney wasn't. He couldn't take it. He almost had to become brave and become a fireman. Saddam Hussein gave his first interview in years. It's going to be shown in the next few days here in the United States. I wouldn't show it, but they're going to show it.
It's sort of like a Captain Jenks phone call. You don't want to listen, but you probably have to.
And, they're saying now, they're hyping, and he's going to say some shocking things. What could he shock us with? They get him on the microphone, and he admits that he's a big fan of Fear Factor.
Or he wears women's underwear? Well, how's he going to shock?
Yeah, I love Fear Factor, but you should really make the show better by torturing the contestants using acid and razor blades and attaching their nuts to a car battery.
Someone should die.
I can't believe Kelly Clarkson is such a big hit.
He does say in the interview that he thinks Jeanette Walls is a douchebag.
Yeah, well, join the club.
Speaking of Jeanette Walls, the woman who writes lies about me in the newspaper,
yes.
She wrote a column now about how horrible it's been for her since I mentioned that she's a liar.
Oh, really?
And then she defends herself some more.
All right, let me hear this. What is her defense?
Oh, it's just more of a pack of lies about what I'm up to.
All right, let me hear.
She writes, gee, this is so long. I should almost read the whole thing, but I'm afraid it'll be boring.
Well, start and let me...
Well, I'll just read you a section.
I'm dying to know what she has to say.
She says, sounds like it's time to set the record straight. I'm deeply puzzled by Stern's assertion that there were no women at rehab that night. First of all, I never said... By the way, she got my comments off of Mark's friggin' webpage. This is where she gets what I've said. She doesn't get a transcript of what I've said. Again, she's not a journalist. She got what I said off of Mark's friggin' webpage, who summarizes what I say.
Oh.
She goes, she says, I can't believe Stern is saying there was no women at rehab the night I reported on him, especially given his comments a week earlier. According to Mark's friggin' webpage, on January 21st, Howard Stern discussed running into Carson Daly at rehab, and he also went on a bit about the almost naked women at the club. No, you sunt. I said that there were 3 waitresses there.
You said there was nobody at the club, and they sent over these waitresses to be nice to you because they didn't want you to go.
Howard said he just wanted to go home after a while, but the guys wanted him to stay because the chicks were hanging around. They knew that if Howard left, the girls would leave. I was not talking about I was talking about 3 waitresses were sent over to be friendly to us. The Scoop is further puzzled by Stern's assertion that he didn't order champagne when his $839 tab for the evening included a magnum of some champagne as well as a bottle of Patron Silver Tequila, a shot of Jaeger, and various other drinks. Check out Howard Stern's tab for the evening at MSNBC.com. She posts a bill that actually says on it, in someone's scrawled handwriting, Howard Stern's bill. Number one, I was not handed any bill for the night.
You left without paying anything.
I didn't order any alcohol, period. And if somebody scrawls on a piece of paper because they want a tax deduction that it's Howard Stern's bill, is not my problem. How's that prove it's my bill? Where's my credit card receipt?
Yeah, does she have any payment of that bill? No.
She goes, memo to the king of all media. The Scoop knows your bill for the evening was comped, but a tip to the hardworking waiters and waitresses would have been in order. Well, if you weren't such a bitch, you'd know that when I left, I handed the waitress $100. I didn't have one drink. I didn't order any alcohol, but I felt bad for the girls working there because there was no one in the club, and I gave her a $100 bill. What do you know about it? This woman is so not a journalist.
What kind of source is Mark's friggin' webpage?
I know. I'm just giving you an idea of how misguided. Now she's chastising me for what I did or didn't tip. I tipped for essentially being there 10 minutes just because I felt bad because a waitress was there. So I'm not lying. She's a liar.
All right, well, where is her verification that there was some contest?
No, there is none. Writing all this is probably a mistake, I know, but I've never had enough sense to avoid a dog fight. Even though my dear old granddad used to warn me that if you fight with a mangy old dog, you're going to get fleas. Guess I'll be scratching for a while. For I am, as always, your humble scooper, Jeanette Walls. Can you believe this?
Oh, she's having a good time.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? She's happy someone's mentioning her name, so I'm going to drop it from now on. But my point is, this bitch, this sunt, doesn't even friggin' know what she's talking about. Doesn't know me. Doesn't know, And my point is, just apologize and print a retraction. Because you don't know what you're doing.
Sticking to her gun.
Yeah, she's going to stick to her gun. She's in a big fight.
Well, she's made her name.
Yeah.
50 years from now, she'll be telling her great-grandkids, did I ever tell you about my argument with Howard Stern? 1,000,000 times, great-grandma.
The whole first part of the article is about how I'm a shaggy old dog. No one even cares about me. And she didn't even want to write the article, but the people who work on the Scoop with her webpage convinced her that I'm important news. So she got to put me down even more.
She wouldn't do it here, though. She wouldn't come on these airwaves.
She says she won't come on the air with me. You know why? Because I'd say to her, what's your source? How do you know any of this? Where's your proof? What are you talking about?
Was it Mark's friggin' webpage?
Yeah. Stern read the article that some woman from MSNBC.com wrote about that night. She wrote that Howard and Carson were at adjoining booths. This is forget it. I wish you could read this whole thing. You would die laughing. I'm just not going to bore everyone with it. All right. This is Audrey, the woman who gave birth to Cabby, and I set her up with Cabby. I found her. Hey, Audrey.
Hey, how are you, Howard?
Okay.
I just want to call and thank you, Gary, and Robin, and whoever else had any part of the reunion show and how it was put together and how it was televised because you did a great job.
Oh, well, good. I'm glad
See?
you enjoyed that.
Audrey, I wasn't lying to you.
No, I know you weren't. You're like my God now.
All right, there you go. Thank you. And
We'll convert him any way we can.
how's everything going with you and Cabby?
Well, he either calls me every day or emails me, and I try and back off a little bit. I want as much as I can from him, but he's great. He's awesome. I can't even believe how great this is going.
See how great?
So you're getting tired of him already.
Oh, no,
You're reading
I'm
between
not.
the lines.
Absolutely not.
No,
I'm teasing.
this has been a good thing in your life.
Oh, absolutely. It was life-changing.
All right, good.
Well, I'm certainly glad that he and Kane weren't half-brothers. That was
exciting.
something we cleared up.
All right, Audrey, I'm happy for you, and I'm glad we were able to find you, and I'm glad it worked out. Thank you.
Yeah, take care of
Well,
yourself.
thank you. You guys did a great job, and everybody here that watched the show, they thought you did a great job, and they were surprised that you didn't embarrass me, but I told them that you wouldn't do that.
Thank you.
Thank you. You have a great day.
You too.
Tony, you're on the air.
Hello?
Hey.
Hi, Howard?
Yes.
Hi. I got an Arbitron ratings book for this week.
Oh, don't even bring that up on my show. You wouldn't believe it, Tony.
What happens when that happens?
Well, I can't say anything. If I was to say anything to you about your ratings book,
Yes.
they would take away all my ratings.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow. Didn't used to be that way, was it?
always. When they take the ratings for radio,
Mm-hmm.
if some guy I've had people do this. People have contacted
I know.
me.
That's why I did it, Howard. I heard a guy contact you before.
No, that's about the Nielsen's for TV shows. I'm talking about the radio ratings. If you contact me and I somehow get back to you and I say, hey, I'll send you a prize or something, they'll almost send me to jail.
Arbitron jail?
Well, they take away your ratings. They delist you.
Wow.
For how long? Just that book or forever?
Sometimes for the book. If you are caught bribing a listener who... That's you go to radio jail.
All right, get off the phone, sir.
Because I used to say, when I first got on radio, I'd say, hey, why don't I just tell the listeners who have the ratings books, contact me and I'll give you prizes.
Right.
Then I'll really have huge ratings. And everyone said, well, if you do that, they'll delist you. I said, yeah, so how is that bad? And they were like, then they explained it to me. It's like, they'll fire you, you'll never get another job, because you'll be responsible for throwing off the whole ratings book.
So why are we talking to this guy?
I'm just telling him I can't talk to him.
All right.
I'm not even allowed.
Goodbye.
That's great, though, Howard. I'm glad at least you explained it to me.
Yeah, that's how it works. So I'm not being disrespectful, my friend.
You're definitely not. You're just like Cabby's mother said. You're incredible.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
And,
I wish I could send you prizes, my friend, but I can't.
It really doesn't matter, Howard. I'm going to vote for you anyway.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're probably
You're
discounted
welcome.
already because you talked to him too long.
Yeah, now I'm in trouble. But seriously, I'm not allowed to even talk to you.
Okay, can we talk about something else?
Yeah.
Years ago, my wife touched Jackie's nuts.
That's not hard to do.
She wouldn't be the first.
I think everybody has.
Was he eating a bowl of nuts and then...
No, it was at some bar.
Yeah, that's funny. How'd she end up doing that?
Well, we went to see him one night, and after his act, the guy who owned the club, we went across the street, and we were having a few drinks, and she kept touching his butt and grabbing his butt. You know how Jackie is. He was like, I'm going to show this girl. And she went to touch his butt. He bent down between his legs, grabbed her hand, and put it down his pants.
Ooh.
That's Jackie.
That's Jackie.
How's your wife's hand?
It's better now.
Yeah, did her nails fall off?
Yeah. All right, man.
You take care,
Take care. Later.
Love you. Bye.
Love you. Well, that rating stuff is real serious business. Man, oh man, it's like a big popularity contest, which is basically BS because someone explained to me, as high as my ratings may be, we probably got about another couple of million listeners that will not admit that they listen to us.
Yeah.
Because they don't consider themselves listeners. They're embarrassed to say it.
Yeah, they hate us, but they listen every day.
It's the most archaic system.
Why are we going to that Surefire box that they use in Nielsen?
I don't know how it all works. I don't know the technology.
Well, they're still using diaries at Arbitron, aren't they?
Yeah, they were actually experimenting with something where you could point a electronic gun at a car and know what they were listening to. Really? And then the company that developed it was starting to issue ratings, and the ratings were way different. And And then the company went out of business because nobody would support it. And I don't know, who knows how it all works. I just know we live and die by the ratings. And it's scary. It really is scary. Because, a lot of people write down weird stuff.
Yeah, they might have agendas. You don't know who those people are.
You really honestly don't. And I know some radio stations pay off people. I know they do.
But how do they do that? How do you know?
Because people contact them and stuff.
Oh, and they're very quiet about it.
Yeah. I always figure the ratings company's smart. They must have a couple of people who test the radio stations and like contact people and see if they...
Oh, yeah, they do some...
undercover work. But you know what? I got a feeling nobody's that bright and really spends any time on that.
I don't know. They're all very secretive over there at Arbitron. You don't know what they do.
I don't know anything. All right, let's have some fun. I just turned the heat up in here, and now I'm sweltering.
Why would you ever?
Because it was freezing. I put a sea hair up, and it doesn't make a difference.
A sunt
hair. And, man, now it's 190 degrees in here. So I'm going to try and... Yes, Steve. What's up?
Hey, how you doing?
Hey.
Hey, did you hear about this whole Billy Joel situation?
He was driving, he drove his car into a tree, yeah.
Yeah, he's very lucky he didn't get a DUI test.
Why do you say that?
I hear he was very drunk.
Well,
hear?
Where do you hear that? We read in the paper that he was...
He's been in and out of rehab.
He was in and out of rehab. It doesn't mean he was drunk. They did a blood test.
He's had other accidents before, and it's unreported.
He did not necessarily have a blood test. There is no verification that he had a blood test.
I thought I read he had a blood test.
You read, but that was somebody...
He crashed into a tree. Why couldn't he get a DUI test?
The local cops out there said he was...
How did he crash into a tree?
It's a place called... I'm not defending... I don't know what was going on, but here's what I read, that it's a place called Dead Man's Curve where evidently lots of people crash if they're going too fast.
It's Long Island.
What?
It's Long Island.
What is he saying?
Long Island.
It's Long Island, right. So what?
It's not dangerous.
He's not making any sense.
I got to go. Thanks, Steve.
But the truth is the hospital has never verified that there was a blood test.
Oh, really?
And they did not breathalyze him at the scene.
They didn't breathalyze him because they said he was so bleeding and covered in blood and stuff, they just got him right to the hospital.
They said they simply decided that there was no reason to.
Well, I read an article where they said that it was because he was covered in blood and his face was all bruised up and they wanted to get him right to the hospital. They weren't going to waste any time.
He was breathing.
Yeah, I'm just telling you what I read. And that evidently that this is a curve where lots of people crash. He's not the only guy who ever crashed there.
Yeah, but what were most of those people doing?
I don't know. I don't know anything about it. I'm just saying, he might have been. I don't know. I don't know anything about it. This guy doesn't either. He's just saying, the guy got out of rehab, so therefore he's drinking.
Right, but I would like to know what was the reason for the other crash.
I don't know. I don't know anything about it.
Why are so many people crashing?
I'm not defending the guy. I'm just telling you what I know.
It's Dead Man's Curve, Robin.
It's Trail's End is what it's called.
Yeah, Trail's End. Something like that. Ross is on the phone.
Oh, wonderful.
Guess he finally woke up. What are you doing, sleeping all day?
No, Monday's a busy day for me. I was sleeping when I did call. It was a long weekend.
We were bad-mouthing you this morning.
So John was saying, so fill me in so I can defend myself.
Well, both Gary and I had the same thought. You invite us to your birthday party at No Boo.
It wasn't a birthday party.
Sure was.
I think he's doing your joke.
What's the joke?
Remember, I didn't get invited because it wasn't a birthday party. It was a birthday party, right?
It was a dinner.
Anyway, it was a birthday party.
Yes, it was. It was a birthday dinner.
And his girlfriend calls him and says, would you come to a birthday party at Nobu? So we all went. I'd say there were it was me, my girlfriend, Gary and his wife, Ross and his girlfriend, Oedipus, who's the program director of our radio station up in Boston, WBCN.
Ralph.
And then I'd say half the rest of all the people were all of Ross's business associates.
No, they were my friends.
Friends, but guys in the record business.
Oh, yeah, but some of them were, but they were.
So at the end of the night, everyone was shocked. It was like Ross ordered up a storm. I mean, tons of food, full. I mean, it was a gorgeous party.
Uh-huh.
And then the bill comes, which it never should have come, and then we all paid for it.
Hold on.
Hold on. And Gary, you were sitting there.
Yeah.
I felt bad, and I put everybody throwing their cards. I said, no, I'm picking it up. And I put my card down. And you guys said, no, it's your birthday. You shouldn't have to do that. I threw everybody's card out of the bill holder, and I put my card in, and you guys started yelling at me. So I'm like, fine.
The best way to... once that happens...
I was going to get up and say, do not put the bill at the table.
Yeah, that's what you do.
I was 100 sackies in.
That's what you do. But why don't your girlfriend take care of it? But she's conveniently running around the restaurant when the bill comes.
Ross, how did they know what to bring out?
Because Ross...
I ordered the food. I usually, I know
Oh, so you could have said at that time what to do with the bill.
Dude, meanwhile, most of these people, me and Oedipus alone, where was the record company expense account? He's taking out all these people from record companies.
Hold on a second.
And by the way, guess who ended up paying for most of it? Me. Oedipus didn't. Oedipus's card was conveniently
Ross, he's right.
You don't even know what was going on. You're so drunk.
I told Howard that I figured out that Howard and I treated Ross and Oedipus to dinner.
Not only did we treat Ross and Oedipus, we treated Ralph, we treated all those guys at the end of the table we don't even know.
I meant Ralph and Oedipus.
First off, I invited everybody out afterwards, and we went to this club.
I'm glad I didn't go. I would have had to pay for that, too.
That's right.
First off, it cost me $1,200 to buy the bottles at the club afterwards. So,
Dude, I didn't tell you to have a birthday party. You invited me to a birthday party. You invite me. Gary and I had the same thought. We looked at each other this morning and go, how weird was that like, at the end of the night, and then, Ross did the thing, oh, no, let me get it.
You know what?
The bill never should have come to the table.
I think I'm a very generous person. I felt bad that everybody threw their cards in. There have been plenty of birthdays and plenty of other
Guess
times.
what, by the way?
I'm more than happy to pick things up, and I'm sorry. I'll send everybody a refund. Well, next year it's at Nicky D's, and I can pick it up.
Put me down for $500.
Wait a minute, didn't you buy him a gift?
Yeah.
Because you thought you were just going to
I thought he was having us do a dinner party.
Okay, I'm sorry.
And then he orders up a storm. There was so much leftover food. And poor Mary Delabate doesn't eat sushi. She didn't have anything to eat the whole night.
You know what? That's the other thing.
And guess why? Oh, by the way, Ross, guess why she didn't even order any food? Because she said, this is Ross's party. It's a set menu. I'm not gonna start ordering things. It's wrong.
I sat there when I put the order in. I said, does anybody have any special needs? Is anybody a vegetarian? I said that to the table.
You should have. But we were paying for it.
They should have gotten menu.
Yeah.
Everybody happy now? I'm very sorry.
Gary, come on. Don't leave me hanging.
I got to tell you something. I didn't expect to pay, but my big issue is not about paying because Ross is unbelievably generous to me.
That's right.
My bigger issue is I was surprised that we paid. My bigger issue is that it really should have cost me about $200 and it cost me about $400 because some people at the table didn't pay.
All the big presidents of the record company that were sitting there.
You could decide to pay or not, I guess.
Yeah, most of them didn't. It was me, Gary. Oedipus didn't put in. Oedipus starts handing me cash, which was even more embarrassing. I go, dude.
Yogi put in his card, and Mike Porter put in his card.
Yeah, and I think one of the cards got kicked back.
Yeah.
But I know that Ralph didn't pay.
No, well, he put some cash in.
Wait, but
he paid some tip.
I'd like to throw $40 in on the tip when all is said and done.
Yeah. Oh, that's Ralph.
It helps the waitress. It doesn't help me. But I don't blame you for that. But it was weird.
Well, you were also mad that you paid for the food that Mary didn't eat and the drinks and everything.
Gary, you could have said to me who it was.
Ross, I was so drunk I didn't even know. I didn't know what happened until I got home.
Mary started bitching when they got home.
As did Beth.
Yeah, everyone was
happy to take Mary out alone.
No. Yeah,
it's not the money. It's the point. Don't invite a bunch of people to a birthday party and then tell them to pay.
Suppose they left their wallets at home.
I put my card down and you guys started yelling at me.
Dude, I shouldn't even see your card. Dude, I shouldn't see your card. You should have handled it when you walked in.
Why put people in the position?
Okay, you're right. I'm sorry. I won't have any more birthday parties.
Not only that, he had all business people there. Oedipus is like, you see Oedipus walk in the room, you can write everything off on a record company expense. He's got the president of two guys were in the record business. I know that.
Right, the one guy that did the Beatles album.
Yeah, we're hearing all about his Beatles album. Does he put his credit card in? No, Mr. Beatles, I'm paying for. And I'm a radio guy. I'm supposed to get my ass kissed by Ross.
And I try to do that most of the time.
Nah, come on. Stop it.
So I guess he was determined that you were going to kiss his on his birthday.
I guess so. I said, gee, I was so excited. I said, I got invited to a dinner party. Oh, this is great.
Look at me.
I wasn't even drinking.
It was due from the start. It was due that I couldn't invite everybody because there was obviously a set number of heads at the table, which you guys are well aware of.
Excuse me. And now I'm getting screwed because of the bill. I'm sorry. Happy birthday.
Don't yell at me.
Now
I
he's
paid
upset.
for it.
You upset him on his birthday.
I paid for it.
I felt bad. I sent you the email.
I should have at least gotten a toast. Thanks for paying for the party. Your girlfriend's walking around like she arranged the party. She just made a bunch of calls and had me pay for it.
Okay. You got me. You feel better now?
You know what? I thought it was a surprise party. I realized the surprise was we all paid.
Yeah, there was your surprise.
Hey, Ralph, hey.
Hey, for the record, I paid $120.
Where?
Wow. No, he did. He gave cash.
But you know what's happened, Ralph? We got the entire bill was divvied up on our credit cards. So your cash just sort of laid on the table and got taken as tip or something.
Yeah, thank God.
Well, no, yeah, I put it into the things as tips.
But you understand something. We paid for your dinner, and I tipped when I paid.
And we tipped.
And then your tip just sat there.
Yeah, but yes, no, it didn't. I mean,
no, he put it in the book.
No, I'm saying, but in other words, the waitress made out, but in essence, I treated you to dinner.
We just want to be clear that we treated you to dinner. Hey, but by the way, Oedipus hands me like a couple $100 and he goes, "Hey, I want to pay." I go, "Well, dude, I think don't put me in a weird position. I'm not going to take Oedipus's money." But Oedipus could have left the cash on the table for the waitress. He didn't even do that.
See what happened, Ralph? When you didn't put down a credit card, they just divvied it up with the credit card. They don't know that you were one of the guys paying.
But in all fairness to everybody
I'm not just going to throw my credit card
No, but
in
you
the
say, hey,
pile. I don't know what I'm paying. I'm not rich.
Well, we did it.
Oh my God! So you have a credit card? I thought you didn't put money in.
Oh, he has
a credit card. I'm just not going to throw. I'm not just going to throw a credit card in a pile, not knowing what I'm going to pay.
So I'm
sorry, I'm not rich, man.
Neither am I, but I paid for you.
No, you did.
Yes, I did.
Why?
Because they took. There were 6 credit cards in there. They took the entire bill and divided it by 6 couples. Your credit card wasn't in there, so I paid for you.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
And look at what you caused, Ross.
But wait, in all fairness
wait.
everyone,
I just have a question.
Ross
Ross is throwing this party, whatever. How is that supposed to be handled? How is it supposed to be paid for?
Ross is supposed to pay for it. He invited us to dinner to celebrate his birthday. He invited us to a party. Let me ask you something. When you go to a wedding, do you pay for the wedding? You give a gift, but you don't pay for the wedding.
You get an invite. You expect that, you're going to eat dinner, but you're not paying.
I mean, I've gone out to dinner with Ross. Ross has treated me.
I think everybody pays but the guy whose birthday it is.
Then you say that up front. But then you say it up front. You say, listen, we're having a party and we need you to pay.
And the guy doesn't throw that party. A bunch of friends get together and say, let's all take Ross out to dinner.
When I have a birthday party, I pay for it. Unless I say to him up front, hey, listen, you guys are paying. What?
Nothing.
Oh, come on, Ross. You know the deal.
What did he say?
I don't know.
Win.
You can't win.
I can't win. I got
you should pick up the bill.
Certain people, and now I'm getting crucified because it was an uncomfortable situation. Oh,
Yeah, but now Gary went to your birthday party and he's fighting with Ralph about it. He shouldn't have to fight. It should be like, you know what? He went to a party. You threw a nice party.
No, but I got to tell you, my big issue really is with Ralph in the sense that, like, everybody put their credit card down. Why wouldn't you? And how would the waiter know how to split it up if you're not offering to pay?
I was offering to pay.
How?
I said, how much do I need to pay? It's a pretty direct question.
Yeah, but after the credit card thing happened, you don't need to pay anything. We all got it.
Ralph only wanted to pay for himself. He didn't want to contribute any to Ross's meal.
Right, exactly. In other words, only what he owes for his meal.
Right.
No, how much is everybody
How do we
paying?
know? How do we know? Why don't you go find out?
You should have said, okay, we're treating Ross and Melissa, so now there's 15 of us. I want to pay $115.
Yeah.
Yeah, you look at the bill. You say, all right, this is how much it is ahead. So that's what I'll pay ahead. Here's my credit card. Put me in
My
for
point is, why are we sitting and arguing about this? Ross threw the birthday party. I didn't tell him to throw a party.
This is not what the party should create.
And I don't want to pay. Why do I have to pay for Oedipus and all his business friends?
I actually figured it out, right? It came to...
They didn't even chip in, and these are record company guys.
That's not true!
No, here's what I figured out for Ralph to hear. It was $310 it cost me. Had you included Ralph...
Wait, what are you saying, Gary?
It was $310 for a couple, right? If I included you and Oedipus into that mix, that brings it down to $230 a couple. So that's how much extra it cost me. Another $80 to feed you and Oedipus.
Well, weren't they great conversations?
Were you working on this all weekend?
No, I just looked. I woke up and I was like, Jesus Christ.
What happened to me last night?
You got raped.
You know, Ralph's mocking me, except if you were on the other end of it, you'd be screaming like a baby. Right? You'd be pissed.
But that's the point. I mean,
that's why I didn't throw my card in there.
Right, but look at Ross.
I pay some random amount.
But look at Ross. He invited you to a birthday party, and then without telling you, he has you pay. And
he's throwing fuel on the fire.
And then sitting there at the end of the table are all his record company guys who are his business expenses, and Oedipus, who's his business expense, and technically me and you are radio guys.
Did I not say to you I put my card down?
Dude, you shouldn't put me in that position.
Wrong. I should have told him to give me the check before it came to the table. So when it came to the table, I put my card down, and you guys say, no, take it back.
Of course, I didn't say no.
I didn't either.
I didn't, for the record. You know who said no? Oedipus.
You had no money.
Who by the way, who didn't pay a dime.
Oedipus the Schnurrer.
Oedipus came up to me afterwards and goes, next time I'll get it. When am I ever going to see you again?
But the point is, if you're the host of a gathering, you're supposed to take care. You know. The one thing
I learned my lesson.
Is that a check is going to come at the end.
See, Gary, last time you were upset because you weren't invited to a dinner.
Now look what happens when you get invited.
See what happened?
By the way, Melissa invited all these people. We assumed she was throwing a party.
We did afterwards, but you guys didn't come.
You know, whatever.
Oh, that wasn't the party?
No.
I'm trying to find my way out of this one.
Ross, it was a Schnurrer party, I'll tell you that.
Okay, so next year, no one will come, and I'll have a new set of friends.
I had a great time.
Next year, have a party and pay for it, or don't have a party. Listen, me and Ross go out all the time. Sometimes I get the check, sometimes he gets the check. We're friends. But don't invite me to a party.
Ross
it's bad form.
Somebody should have come up with this idea for him.
Well, that's it. Then he should say it up front, or bill us up front. And by the way, let us know we're paying for it. Let us know we're paying for it so that Mary Delabate can order what she wants.
So I have a phone call to her to say I'm sorry. Go down the list.
Yeah, call her up.
I got crap from John saying, how come I wasn't invited to the dinner?
It was classless.
All right. The first time, I'm sorry.
Yes, I'll be expecting my apology call quickly, too.
You really should have put your credit card down, Ralph. You really should have.
Oh, get out. It'll be a cold day in hell.
So, in other words, Robert, you think I'm right and insane to believe he'll ever do it?
Forget it.
But that's not true. I pay.
Yeah, everybody's coming to your defense.
Exactly. Come on, Robert. I bought you dinner before.
Whatever.
Oh, please, Ralph.
I'm just not throwing my card into a pile of craziness.
Thank you, Ralph. Cheap ass.
How about that birthday party Ralph threw for you? Oh, no.
Christmas party.
Oh, the one where I paid?
The Christmas.
Yeah.
What?
The Christmas party you threw, Ralph.
You mean the one where Ralph invited everyone to Mercer Kitchen and I paid for the whole dinner?
Yeah,
that one. That was a great one.
No, what are you talking about?
Remember you said to me, you were sitting in my apartment, you said, I'd love to get a bunch of people together to go out to dinner, and you did. And
oh, you mean before Christmas? Yeah.
Yeah, and we all went out to dinner, and was at Mercer Kitchen, and then, of course, the bill came, and I paid for it all.
I should have paid for that?
You got people together.
Oh, man, you're crazy. You rich people, rich people think, hey, I'll pay for everything.
I don't see that. I didn't see anyone reaching for the bill. You said you were inviting a bunch of people to dinner. I showed up.
I said, let's get a bunch of people together before Christmas.
Yeah,
that means
Howard pays.
That means I should pay for it?
I think that what Howard's saying is nobody else at the table knew that they should put it in, so Howard was so embarrassed.
Why would people think it was a free meal? Why is everybody going out to dinner not expecting to pay?
How come nobody chipped in?
Let me say this. I got the call from Ralph. I thought Ralph was inviting me to dinner.
I know. Or say up front, listen, we're all paying.
Right, let's get together and go to dinner. We'll all chip in and we'll pay.
But the bill sat there at the end of the table. It sat and sat and sat, so I took it and I paid. What am I going to do? I'm not going to sit there all night waiting for somebody to pay.
Or wash dishes.
But I
don't remember what happened.
We all sounded Dutch.
But when a guy...
I'm going to stay home and eat.
But when a guy... Of course, if you do that, you'll starve. Disgust me.
I got a...
I can't take him. I hung up on him. But Ross makes a birthday party and then tells everyone to pay.
You never went to a dinner before and you invite people out and everybody goes, at the end of the check comes and people split it up. Never happened before?
No.
Jeff, you're on the air.
Thanks. Howard, my understanding is the way it usually works is whoever's paying for the party gives their card to the head maitre d' before the party even begins.
Of course.
And you just say, everything's on my tab. So even if anybody else tries to give a card, they go, nope, it's already been taken care of.
Ross pulled the move at the end. The check is sitting there. Everyone puts their credit card down. He goes, no, I don't feel comfortable having everyone pay. And then all of a sudden he goes, oh, okay.
That's the beginning.
Of course.
Before it even starts.
We shouldn't even go through that.
Even though she ain't going to any, ask Robin. Robin knows how to pay for a party.
Of course.
Thanks,
but the point is, though, if you're making all of the decisions, you're ordering all the food, you're really responsible because you can't spend other people's money like that. You can't take money out of people's pockets.
I was like, wow, this is like a really good party. I mean, he's throwing some party. Should see what's going on here. Little did I know I was throwing the party.
That's right. You didn't realize you threw such a good party.
Yeah, I'm like, wow, I'm a real sport.
Hey, Robin, stop it. You weren't invited.
Look at what I missed.
All right, thank you for the invite, and happy birthday.
I'm going to go make plans for my next dinner so everybody else can pay. Goodbye.
Believe this guy? And then he's mad at me.
I love it.
Everyone was saying it.
Yeah, you're wrong.
Oh, yeah,
for bringing it up.
Yeah.
You should have paid and been happy.
Should be gracious.
Yes. Thanked him for that opportunity.
Unreal.
What exactly is a schnurr again?
A schnurr comes from a Mieskite.
I love that word.
No, a schnurr is like a guy who, finds a way for everyone to pay for his birthday party. Schnurr.
Usually that's Ralph, but today it's Ron.
Right. I remember I was talking about there should be a betting line on whether O.J. will kill his daughter.
Yes, I remember that.
BetOnSports.com, they've done it.
Out.
Here it is.
What's the line?
I'll tell you right here. Okay, if it's established by a court of law that O.J. Simpson murdered his daughter, Sydney, before 12/31/03, the end of 2003, if you bet $100, you get $12,000.
Wow.
I plead the fifth. Which is an interesting bet, but I think there's a better one on here. Will O.J. Simpson go to trial for the murder of his daughter, Sydney Simpson, before December the 3rd? So whether or not there'll be a trial. Put down 100, you get $6,000 if there's a trial.
Judge better, yeah.
This is interesting. Will it be established by a court of law that O.J. Simpson sexually abused Sydney?
Oh.
It happens. If yes,
what a line.
you can get $4,000 for your $100 bet.
What bet?
It's just an odd thing to root for.
Now, here's one that I would bet on. I wouldn't bet on any of the previous. Will O.J. Simpson go to trial for physically assaulting Sydney Simpson before the end of 2003? If you say yes, bet $100, you can win $300.
I would love to.
And if you say no, and you bet $100, actually you got to bet $500 to get $100. So, forget the no bet. The yes bets, I mean, they're dangerously close to that. She's already calling 911.
It took him years to work up to killing Nicole.
But I'm just saying, forget the killing. What about the
assault?
Yeah.
Well,
I could see her coming into town with a black eye and stuff, and then calling the police and saying, O.J. beat me.
I just don't like to take any of those bets because, I just hate that she's in that situation. I don't want to profit from it.
But I might take the $300 on that one.
I mean, I should bet to assure it won't happen.
There you go, Artie.
Yeah, there you go.
But I like the bet with the, physically attacking her, but you need more than $300 back. That's $200.
I would take the bet I would be interested in is if she'll make another 911 call this year.
That's probably even money, because we know that's going to happen. Okay, we'll see you tomorrow.